Hello and welcome to another edition of Behind the Lens Video Style. The lens, it's here. It's ready to go on a Thursday. Let's get into it. Week 2, no, game 2, week 1. I couldn't get that right all week. MTSU Professor Syrian conditions grow worse. Tailgating. No style and points. Next chapter begins with the Blue Raiders. Blaze look for the second road of the season. Blackman, Brentwood, 7 p.m. James C. Park Stadium. Shadowins. Oh, a little SEC. That gets underway tonight. I'll hit a little on that. And there they are, the picks. Let's get an article and get going. Pain. Let's talk about pain. Now, I know you guys and gals understand a lot about physical pain. I want to talk about mental pain. Mental pain deals with your inner self and being able to take a look at yourself. Like step out of yourself and look at yourself when you're in that mental pain. So the pain's coming on. Pain is the topic. It's a mental thing. When I talk about mental pain, I want to talk about all right, let's talk about when you're losing on Friday night and the scoreboard is clicking. It's clicking. And you're losing by points. There's a period there where it's a different pain because you're trying to go after to correct something and it's not working out. It's not going to happen. But you continue to claw through it. But why do we do that? We do that because we want to learn. You're going to learn something through that. The further you drive your pain sometimes. Now think about that. The further you go up into it. Sometimes it's not good to drive that pain. You need to back away from it or step out of it. Pain, like mental pain, may drive you to more of a physical ability if you're talking to kids, you're talking to your parents, so you're accepting all this mental pain. Maybe it'd be a bad grade, maybe your girlfriend didn't kiss you tonight or whatever, or maybe somebody Facebook posted something silly about you and that mental pain rushed in on you. You got out of character and you did something and it caused a bigger mess than what you were already in. There's about so many different types of mental pain. Now my boss, one of them, he likes to see people in pain sometimes because he says pain is good. It makes people, forces them to make a decision. So as we look at pain as a whole, and that's with a kid, with an adult, with me, it doesn't make any difference where it is or how it is. Think about pain and how it applies to you, how you handle it, and what you do with it when it comes all over you. If you can get yourself to where you can control yourself when that pain rushes on, you're going to do a lot better as you work through it. I promise you. And you'll make better decisions. It's going to take you a little while to do it. I'm 46 and I'm just now starting to get what, they'll say, well, that person's a little more relaxed than they used to be. Or that person, they handle something better than they used to. Well, they just got wiser. They figured it out. Figured out how to handle that situation or that problem when that mental pain rushes in on them. When something that they wanted to go so right and it ain't going right. Let's get into another article. Pain's a tough one. I wanted to talk about that. Hope you kids are doing good. You're ready for the big Labor Day weekend. I didn't get it. Our second article is I didn't get it, or topic. I didn't get it. Last night I spent some time with a gentleman that's in our company, and how I met this guy is kind of weird. We both applied for a job within my company, all right? So I didn't get it. He did. He was an outsider. They brought him in, but he's not an outsider. He's a really great guy. Now one of my good friends. His name's Himal Patel. We brought him in to do something very, very specific. Very, very finite. And he's very good at it. And if I'd have taken that, there'd been a lot of pain for the Stork. Because, you know what? I didn't know a whole lot about that topic. I thought I did. Thought maybe I could learn it really, really fast. but I don't know it like he does. And I'm grateful that Himmel got the job, because Himmel's the right person for that job. And there was a little pain that came over the Stork when Himmel got the job. But now today, man, I was a little upset that day, but even I told him that. But he understood that. But I tell him every time, man, I'm so glad you're in this position, you know. And with that, I didn't get it, but I did get it. I get it in a bigger picture. Because now, because I didn't get that job, some other things happened over here that put me actually in a position I was more suited for to begin with. So sometimes you don't know where the road or the course or where the twists and turns are. And some people are kind of shifting you and putting you in position or scooting you up and saying, scoot up 2 feet or whatever it may be. And that just a little change and adjustment, and then you get it. Sometimes you don't get it, but you really get it, and you may get it later on. Does that make sense, kids? So sometimes because something doesn't happen, it could be a good thing. Don't start judging yourself painfully why something didn't happen the way I wanted to. Start looking at it, it didn't happen, so what's going to happen next? Does that make sense? You kind of got to take a break from it and say, well, that didn't work out. Let's try to figure out something else. Well, let's wrap it up. Break. So we're in a break. Yeah, the Stork's going to take a break. Not going anywhere tonight. Not going anywhere tomorrow night. But I am. I'm going to a college football game. So the cameras, the tripods, all the bags, all the equipment, everything, the whole show. No games this weekend, kids. We're going to go down and enjoy tonight. We're going to watch Ole Miss and Vandy. We had planned on this a year ago. So Coach Shad Owens is playing tonight. Brentwood versus Blaze. And that's not here. That's going to be over at Brentwood. That's a TV game. That's 7 o'clock. So let's go over that one. Then you got Greg and the Single Stars. They're going to Ottawa. So that's down below Chattanooga. You got Ron and the Riverdale Warriors. They're headed to Bradley Central. So that's way up in Athens, Cleveland. And then you got Tommy. He's headed over to Memphis, take on White Station. So kind of the 4 schools I represent, the schedule didn't fall right. There's a little pain in it. I'm not going to get the video I probably want for the weekend, but it is what it is. And so we're going to deal with it and learn from that pain and go out and enjoy ourselves tonight, take a break and see what happens and refuel the jets and get ready for the back half of the season. The coaches shows will be a little bit different. The inside the headsets next week. Got a surprise for you, but it's not that big. I'm going to go ahead and let you in on it. It's basically we're going to do those. I'll be in Fort Lauderdale on a meeting, on an all hands, and I'm going to do those via conference call the first time. So those that do participate, and I'll be in touch with those coaches, we'll do that via conference call. Other than that, God bless. Take care. From a man who truly, truly delivers, that's me, the Stork. If you see me at the game tonight, that'd be the Vandy Ole Miss. Stop by, say hi, and let's enjoy ourselves and watch some college football as we punch our ticket in that sport. Be good.